Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be starting off by priming my lids, and I'm using MAC Soft Ochre's Paint Pot. I'm just going to be applying that all over my lid just to make sure our eyeshadows stay on all day and just don't budge. For today's look, I'm actually going to be using the Morphe 35O palette, which is all the rave, especially for fall. These colors are absolutely gorgeous. I'm using those two matte shades just to set that paint pot in place so that our eyeshadows go on very smoothly. For the transition shade, I'm taking this warm brown shade right here. I'm just messily putting that around the crease area. This doesn't have to be precise. I'm just using a fluffy brush to apply that. Next, I'm going to be taking this brown shade right here, and I'm going to be putting that in my crease. And I'm using this brush that looks like the MAC 217, but it's actually from Coastal Scents. And guess what, guys? It's only $1. So for those of you who are looking for a much cheaper alternative, I do recommend this one. But I also recommend it for those of you who have monolids or hooded eyes like me. It's very precise and very easy to create a crease with it. And then I'm going to be taking a more chocolatey brown, and I started off by putting it in my crease. I know it gets very repetitive, but then I brought it down to my lid just to give it a base for the darkest shade that I'm going to be putting there. Now I'm taking a very dark brown shade. This is the darkest shade in the palette. I actually lost the clip of me showing it, but I'm just putting that all over my lid, and this is what's really going to darken up the look. Now for the last step, I want to take this orange shade right here, and I'm going to be taking that with a fluffy brush and just blending out the edges and making sure that everything is nice and smooth. Since everything is super matte, I decided to go with a shimmery brow bone. So I took a mixture of those two shades right there and just laid that on my brow bone. Here I'm just wiping off any fallout. This is why I like to do my eyes first, because there's a lot of fallout. And I'm going to be lining my eyes with the Too Faced liquid liner. I accidentally went out of focus while doing my eyeliner, so I'm sorry about that, guys. But I'm just doing a typical cat eye. Now for the inner corners of my eyes, I'm going to be taking the Anastasia Glow Kit. And I'm taking the shade Dripping in Gold, and I'm just putting that in the inner corners to brighten up my eyes. Next, I'm taking Benefit's Porefesional Primer, and I'm going to be focusing that in the center of my face. And for foundation, I'm taking a L'Oreal's Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. This one's in the shade of 208, and I'm just going to be applying that with a damp beauty blender. To correct my under eye, I'm going to be taking LA Girl Pro concealers in, this is like the orange shade. I just like to put a few dots under my eye because if I put a lot, I will look like a hot mess. Basically like an Oompa Loompa. But I blend it out with my finger. I notice when I don't use this that my dark circles do peep out a little bit more, so that's why I've been using it a lot lately. This is Kat Von D's Locket concealer. This is her new packaging, I believe. I don't know if they discontinued her old one. I don't think so. But I really like this concealer. The coverage is really good. The only thing is it does crease a little bit, but if you set it, you'll be okay. Now to set that under eye, I'm taking Laura Mercier's powder. This is hands down the best powder I have ever used. And I like to take it with a damp beauty blender. And I love baking. I just find that it helps a lot with creasing. And this is Maybelline's Fit Me powder, just to set the rest of my face. But back to that Laura Mercier powder. That Laura Mercier powder, it just makes your face look so smooth. So I really recommend it if you guys have trouble with any creasing under the eye. Now I'm taking that orange shade and I'm going to apply that to my lower lash line. Here I'm just taking a darker brown shade, also going on my lower lash line. I just like to start with lighter shades and then move on to darker shades. This is Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This thing smells so good. It smells like the beach and sunscreen, which who doesn't love that smell, right? I don't know, some people don't like the smell of sunscreen, but I'm okay with it. And I'm just cleaning up my bronzer with the beauty blender with whatever's left on it. This is just going to give it a little bit more of a cleaner effect. Now these blushes, I don't know if they discontinued them, but they're from Kat Von D and I found it at Marshall's for $6, guys. So if you can, run to your nearest TJ Maxx or Marshall's, they will have them. And now I'm taking Anastasia's Glow Kit, a mixture of bubbly and dripping in gold to highlight. This is Morphe's 510 brush. Amazing. The best brush, hands down. I was using a fan brush before and I found that the pigmentation wasn't as great, but this brush kind of like packs it on, so I recommend it also. Here, this is Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, just adding some mascara to my lashes. I would have applied lashes, but I need to master that because I have the curliest lashes and I just cannot get lashes on for the life of me. I've tried and I do get them on, but it's a struggle, especially to do them on camera. Guys, I would have been here forever. But yeah, I'm using Kylie's lip kit in True Brown K for the lips. To make this look a little bit more wearable, you can pair it up with the nude lip. But of course I'm crazy and I decided to pair it up with the brown lip, but I just thought it made it look a little bit more grungy and more fall appropriate. I just filled it in with the lip pencil first and then the actual liquid lipstick. These do last a really long time, so they're not just hyped up. I personally like them a lot. But yeah guys, this is it for the finished look. Thank you guys so much for watching and until next time, bye guys.